Uh, Welcome to Rex Alpha TV. This is the Rex Alpha Show where we discuss LGBT, an LGBT approach, and an LGBT perspective, an LGBT plus planet, and where which each and every one of us belongs to one or two letters in the 10-letter sexual alphabet, LGBTQIA. Now, we are doing part two of the Rex Arthur World News, and I was just saying the screen went off. So when it goes off, the camera goes off. So I was saying that gay people are natural and it flows in our blood. And most of the times when you are gay, it is from your families, your mother or father's family, or both their families. Same to transgenders, same to everybody. So what does that mean? Homosexuality is natural. That's why we have gone to court to complain about and petition the court to decriminalize homosexuality because we are natural and we want to live our lives as anybody else. You know, yes, because straight people are living their lives, they're doing what they want. Gay people cannot go to a hotel and ask for a single bed. They will question. Yes, that's what you need to understand. You can't go to a hotel and then you ask for one bedroom. They say, what are you going to do? That is the worst question a hotel attendant should ask. The worst. And anyway, as I've told Kenya in the other videos, I've said what is going to happen is this is the first step to full recognition. It's not the beginning. I mean, it's not the end. So we will still have to battle. And of course, life is like that. We are always battling in life. We are always fighting. And so what's going to happen is if the court legally recognizes, the next step is going to be cultural recognition. This is where the straight people will now have to understand that they are gay people. And they will now learn how to integrate gay people into the society. Because decriminalization brings gays out of the closet, out of the from underground. Some of them will still be in the closet. What I mean by closet is you never tell somebody your sexual orientation. By the way, very few people have told the world their sexual orientation, even straight people. Yes, even straight people. Yes, because I think you should declare your sexual orientation, even on a form. But I know the reason why you can't, you don't need that. It's because um, sex is private. That's why when you fill in a form and you say you're male or female, you tick either of the two. And now with the intersex persons, we're going to have a third sex box, whereby if you know you're an intersex, you will tick that I'm a third sex. So the sexual identity of human beings, it's okay if it remains at male, female, third sex. Reason being, just because you're a man does not mean you're straight. Just because you're a woman does not mean you're straight. You can be a woman who has sex with women only. And you can be a man who has sex with men only. Yes, it's okay. It's called MSM, men having sex with men. So that's why I've done enough videos about this, so I won't go into it. LGBTQ people are different. Some their sexual orientation is not the gender identity. You see, so when you are gay, It means that is your sexual orientation. That's who you are. But you can be a straight man and you have sex with a man. That one now will make you bisexual or MSM. Yes, that's what you need to understand. And same to lesbians, same to women. So that's what you need to know. All right, so enough of Binyavanga, the great writer who has left the world. He has left the planet. He has left the building called Earth, but he is able to be visited, to be contacted. Yes, we have the QSTPS Center where we support spiritual connection to the spirit world because that is what happens. So I support that. As I've said in the other video, we are surrounded by cosmic agents. These are people who are able to connect to the cosmic world freely. And so I'm very happy for that. So yes, there are people who will connect to Binyavanga. Not very many. It's very hard to be a medium. You have to be gifted to be a medium, a channel. But he will do it. Maybe he's even doing it now. Only to those who can connect. All right, let's go to other news in the world. Let's go to other news in the world as after we have talked about the great Binyavanga. Now, Modi is on course of winning. The Indian election results are out. India is the largest democracy, and he's on course to win by an even bigger margin than 2014. And what has made me laugh about the Indian election is the what do you call it? 900 million voters in that country. 900 million. Think about that. It's madness that you have all of those people. And they have 1,000 parties. Let's read about Indian elections. See, has already won. Yeah, done that. Now, I wanted to search something. India has 1,000 parties plus. I want to confirm that. It's so funny. I was like, how can that be true? I don't know if it's the real them. Um, they haven't written them, but I saw this on an Indian TV station, and I was like, wow, 1,000 parties. But roughly, Wikipedia has said they have what do you call it? They have uh, they have what do you call it? They have over 50 political parties, the 900 million registered, and 67% of the people voted. So I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. And the beauty of India is and democracy is that democracy is, you know, democracy is what do you call it? Is diverse because you have look at these parties, look at this diversity. This is a rainbow. Are you seeing all of these colors? This is a rainbow, beautiful. And this is why I have my bracelet here. My bracelet is a rainbow LGBTQ bracelet. And when I was looking at it recently, and even I'm going to do a video about it, is that, you know, I'm wearing gold because the rainbow is science and science is God. It's unbelievable. Yes, I'm wearing God. And you are God and I am God. Yes, God is in all of us. And He's through us all. And He works in everything. So, and I said, why do you say that? Because God is diverse. Philosophy is diverse. This is philosophical diversity. Biology is diverse. Sexuality is diverse. That's why not all men are heterosexual. Men are homosexual also. Men are also bisexual. Men are also asexual. You know, there are some asexual men, you beg them to have sex, they won't have it. You beg them, they can't. That is what I've told people about Catholic Church. It is so diverse. The priests, they are sexually diverse. Yes. Because when they hire priests, they don't know that they're hiring. Some of them are gay, some of them are bisexual, some of them are asexual. Though I don't think they hire sexuals because you have to be vegan. You know, you have to be healthy. You have to have a high drive as the normal sex drive for you to be a priest. I don't know. That's what my, when we discuss with our men, discuss those issues like that. And so I think that's what they. It makes sense if they hire a highly sexually active person in the Catholic Church so that they can keep their celibacy, which is not, of course, it's very hard for them to keep, but they manage some. Of course, there's scandals in the church are so many, meaning the celibacy doctrine is not keepable. But as I told you, when you have an asexual, you can keep it because they have a very low sex drive. To wake them up is very hard. So so that's what you need to understand about all of these sexual orientations. They are found in is diversity and it's God. God is in every sexuality. Every sexuality. God is in every disorder. Yes, in every disorder. You see, why did Jesus heal? He knew the disorder. The power he had knows that disorder. Because blindness is genetic. Deafness is genetic. The cosmic power goes and does that. And that's what you need to understand about it. But you must understand you can't be healed of, you see, why are blind people still around? Why are blind people still around? Why are deaf people still around? It's because the cosmic power that was there to heal is not there. It's, it's not there. It's as simple as that. Because if cosmic power is present, blind people will be healed. And this is what I tell people who do gay therapy, conversion therapy. It doesn't work because gayness is determined at conception. It's in the blood and it's in your genes. Nobody teaches you how. Impossible. That's why I laugh. I laugh at these people who say they're coming now to teach us. They're recruiting. What is that? Nonsense. No evidence. You are gay because it's in your blood. And that was determined at your conception. So you can't kill something that is already in the skin. See my skin, all of it gay. My blood, gay. My genes gay, and I'm gonna do research about children who are gay. Their parents carry gay blood. Desmond Tutu's daughter is a lesbian. He and his wife carry gay blood. Lady Gaga is a bisexual. Her parents carry the gay blood. Rainbow Blooded, I did a song. It's now on YouTube. Yeah, Rainbow Blooded. It's in the anyway, so I like India because it shows us diversity and there are diverse political opinions. You can even have your independent party alone because you have your philosophy. All of these are philosophies. The BJP have a philosophy. Every election is about deciding which philosophy we go for, which policy works for us, which religion works for us. The BJP is a religion because it is a philosophy, because it is a policy. Everything is everything. Yes. Philosophy is religion, which is a science. Yes. Philosophy is a religion, which is a science. Christianity is a science. That's why homosexuals should not be fought by a science that is not mature. Because the other sciences are the problem of the sciences like Islam and Christianity, they are, or what do you call it? Their problem is they are pseudo sciences. They do not do scientific validation of data. That's what you need to understand. So the most important science is secular science because that one goes through empirical methods of validation of data. But in these religions, they are pseudosciences because they explain scientific things without evidence. Yes, without evidence. That's why I tell people, if you uh, don't have proof of homosexuality, go and watch porn. It's foolproof. Yes, it's foolproof. So anyway, that's what you need to understand about diversity. And I was happy with the reading about the Indian election because they show a lot of diversity in the 900 million voter register that they have. And I wanted just to show you a few of the parties that are there, just to show you the taste of diversity. It's wonderful, you know, Lok Sabha. And so this is how it is. BJP, and then Rahul Gandhi is still there. That is, the Gandhi family is still trying to find a way to rule uh, India, but it has changed. Now you have the BJP that has been ruling India for all of these years, and now the parties are are here. You can see this is the BJP, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and then you have the Lok Jan Shakti Party, meaning carrying the power of the woman, and Al Jharkhand Students Union is also a party. And then you also have Bedoland People's Front, and then you have Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, and then you have the Sumalatha. You see, one candidate. Yes, you can run as one candidate. This is a democracy. This is a constitutional democracy. And this is what I'm saying. Democracy is a rainbow system. Yes. Democracy is a rainbow system. Dictatorship is not necessarily a rainbow system, but it is still diverse. You see, a dictatorship, you have diverse persons, but these diverse persons are following one person or are in one party. But the third level of order is diverse. In a democracy, the first level of order is diverse. There are many parties of different opinions. Then the second level or order is also diverse. But the dictatorship, the first level is not diverse. It is one party. Everybody belongs to it. Then the second level is diverse because even if you're in one party, it doesn't mean you have the same views. People have different views. And then the third level is you as an individual. You can have very many philosophies. You can have very many philosophies. And so, like for me now, that's where I am. So some people, they are subject to one philosophy, and that's it. They don't want to hear anything else. Other people are subject to many philosophies because they have the ability to compare and contrast. That's where some of us are. We can compare and contrast. That's why even I can't call myself fully Christian. I don't know what I am. I'm a mixture of everything. I'm a syncretist. I'm a spiritual syncretist. I'm a religious syncretist, meaning I'm a cosmic syncretist. I don't believe that these divisions really matter. In fact, we are all one. We are just diverse. So that's what we understand. All right. So let's look at all of these parties. Communist Party of India, Communist Party of India, Marxist, India Union League, India Jananayaga, Kachi, Kerala Congress, Jammu and Kashmir, all of these people, Bahujan, Samaj Party. Look at all those parties. My goodness. And this was happening in America. It's changing because they are going to have more than one. Of course, they've always been having more than one party. It's just that the binary system is being challenged. It's being challenged. And I don't know, it may not happen now, but I have a feeling that one time America is going to become like Europe. Europe is very democratic. Yes. America is a republic. And but the Europeans, the beauty of Europeans is that they are democracy. So the more parties you have, the more coalition governments you have. In fact, Europe is the continent that has had the most coalition governments because nobody gets 50%. Because there are very small parties that carry a sizable chunk of the population. So, like Angela Merkel won, but with 33%. So she had to get another party to come and boost her numbers. That's very normal and okay. And that's what's going to happen maybe very soon in America, um, depending on because you see, the America is so adversarial. They're always fighting each other. They're always fighting each other. All right. And so, what else do we go to? We go to more news. So, just look at India 900 million voters. Until the Greeks are collapsing. We hear that. That is not what they thought. And besides, that's why you have the electoral college to balance the system. Yes, because sometimes the majority is not right. Yeah. It's not all the times that the majority is right. And that's what people are complaining here. You see, Indian minorities fear return of Modi. You must understand that Modi is a nationalist. And his nationalist policies have been hurting the minorities. That is what people are fearing. You see, a Muslim farmer who was lynched by a group of Hindu men in India's Rajasthan state. This is the wife, no, the daughter. She is missing her father because he was killed by Hindus. You see? So, what does this mean? India's democracy has challenges and they should be addressed. That's what I'm saying. And one of the ways of addressing it, I wrote this in my book, found in 21st Century Publishing, Twitter, that we should end the majority wins democracy and encourage the diverse democracy. Diverse democracy. What do I mean by diverse democracy? It's a win-win situation for everybody. And that when you go to parliament or the house of legislation, it's not about which party you belong to, but it's about the best idea that is celebrated, and then people can vote, but not based on their parties or the number of seats they won, but based on their personal belief. So how do we do this? When you go to the House of Legislation, don't sit with your party member. Mix. Yes, mix the house. No more sitting separate. So that you can encourage diverse opinion. And that's how you give the partisan democracy that has been in the world, not for very long. Because when democracy began, there were no parties, there were ideas, ideologues. Politicians are ideologues. They have an idea of how to control, how to order, how to rule the country. So they give the idea, then people listen to him, and then they say, yes, this guy is saying, I think we can go with that. So that is how democracy is supposed to be. But this one of majority, like look at what has happened to India. Look at what's happening. Look at what is happening in India. He's even winning a bigger margin. So that means more nationalism is in the area. So I am supporting the what do you call it? The diverse. Let's see what else, whether we have more news items to see. There was a very important one about Brexit, of course, very sad that it's going down the drain. But I'm happy. I, for one, had suggested they needed a second referendum. There's no harm in deciding again. Yes, they have to forget that first referendum. It hasn't worked. Yes, it hasn't worked. It's simple. If it worked, then they would have uh, then they would have done what? Then they would have solved the crisis and they would have left the EU. Now that they can't, too bad with them. All right, so in fact, you see, they're not even covering it. There is a US comedian. So I think the news is only India and Binyavanga Wainaina. So we're very happy for joining us this day. It's Rex Arthur, World News, and we are Ron. Anyway, we thank you so much. We'll be doing more as we get the time to do. And for Kenya, the big day decision, we leave it to the hands of the cosmic powers, whichever way they want to go. But I am for criminalization because that is a constitutional way. The gay people, we have our rights. We're supposed to be equal in the society with everybody, not criminalized for who we are and what we do in private. And so that's what I'm hoping for the best, though I'm not shocked if it goes the other way due to the normal process of appeal. And I hope the LGBT community is prepared for either outcomes. Goodbye.